Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be doing a bit of a market analysis for the month of November. Since the month is now over, I thought it'd be good to reflect on some of the changes that happened this month, as well as one question I want to answer is, why are bonds so damn expensive right now? I can see I just bought one for 3.2 mil, but yesterday they were up to 3.7 mil, which is scarily high. It might even be worth it to just cash in some money for some easy in-game cash or something. But I'm going to have a look at some updates this month that have changed some item prices permanently, as well as look at the new Market Watch feature on GE Tracker. And yeah, let's get started. So to start off here, I'm going to be hopping on to GE Tracker. They are a sponsor of mine, but I do find this tool extremely useful for doing some market research like this. Looking back a year into historical values to see why certain items are doing it helps satisfy my curiosity. There will be a link in the description for that. So why are old school bonds so expensive, and why have they been skyrocketing pretty much since September? So clearly there are more people buying bonds than there are people actually purchasing bonds, if that makes any sense. Purchasing, I mean they're buying it with in real life money and feeding bonds into the game. Buying bonds is you're buying it with gold. So maybe I should say there's not as many people selling bonds, essentially. There are a couple reasons why that might be the case. One solid reason why this could be the case is offering bond discounts when you're cashing them in for membership. So say when you are in your bond screen in-game and you're redeeming it, so say I'm about to redeem this bond, occasionally they will offer deals and kind of like 2-for-1s for certain tiers of membership. So instead of maybe 5 bonds for 3 months, it's 4 bonds or even 3 bonds. On top of that, they're offering the Premier Club right now, which, for the life of me, I have no fucking idea what it does. I'm pretty sure it's just a discount, or maybe other times they offer incentives to get these tiers, but I mean, like right now, Bronze tier, you get 3 months of membership. Great. Silver tier, 6 months of membership. Okay, and Gold tier, 12 months of membership. Just kind of like a normal scale. So I'm not really sure what this is about, but maybe someone can answer it. If you know, leave a comment, please. So technically, on paper, that would actually be less bonds leaving the game because, well, if you're buying 3 months of membership and now it's only 4 bonds, technically you've used less. However, since it's a promotion, a ton more people are going to try to get those bonds in-game to redeem it for the deal, which I think in turn would be actually removing a lot more of the bonds from the game, and probably less people are infusing the market with new ones. My second guess is it has to do with the run-up to Christmas. Pretty much from September to December is the big consumer month for pretty much the Christmas holiday. If we look at the price of bonds from last year, you can see that they were actually extremely high, pretty much what they're at now, and directly after Christmas they plummeted down pretty much by a mil. And I think this is probably the most compelling evidence that bonds will pretty much be going up all the way till Christmas, and then we'll probably tank it right after. Now, another interesting feature that GE Tracker recently added is actually the market indexes. Now there's a bunch of different ones, and pretty much what it is just a conglomeration of items in a certain category. So it kind of shows you the overall health of well, the market as a whole, or certain item categories. Just clicked on one of them and we're looking at the log index. You can see the items that it includes down here includes redwoods, yews, willows, teak, oak, and whatever, the rest of them, and for some reason achy tree logs. I don't know why that's in there. So this is really useful for looking at overall trends of items. So you can see over the last, well, 3 months, it's been slowly declining. If we bring it back to a year, you can kind of see that it's been staying pretty even for pretty much the whole year. Not a whole lot of shift in the log category. If we go have a look at runes, because I know they have fluctuated quite a bit and tend to do so more than items like logs. This is just the last quarter alone. It's been going way up and down and up and down. And if we have a look at the last year, runes actually kind of plummeted around May, June time, and they've been kind of slowly declining ever since. If we have a look at herbs, they've been slowly increasing in price all the way since April. Now the top one here is the market index, which is attempting to show the overall health of the RuneScape market. It has a bunch of different items, mainly highly traded in-market items. Except for the Rune Armor Set LG, not sure why that's in there. If we have a look at the last quarter, it looks like things have actually generally been decreasing since pretty much September, and if we have a look at the last year, it's pretty even until September actually. What do you guys think about this? Still kind of getting used to it, but I thought I'd show you because I think it's interesting. So in the month of November, we had a couple of changes to items, so I'm going to have a look and see if, well, if they are a permanent change in price or it's pretty much just hype. Now they slightly buffed the Serpentine Helm, not a whole lot, and I think that kind of shows. So mid-November, the Serpentine Helm did get buffed, but beyond a bit of a hype for one day, it has remained the same price, no change in price, so it really kind of reflects on the value of the buff. Clearly, it didn't do a whole lot. Now if we have a look at the ahrims staff, now technically this buff was actually done this month. The main price increase happened back in October, because that's when the change was originally posted. So kind of an interesting post on Reddit regarding the ahrims staff is one guy who had 10,000 ahrims staffs or something, and you see my loot from 7 months of shit posting on Reddit. So this guy bought the ahrims staffs for about 50k each, proceeded to post on Reddit about how the ahrims staff needed to be buffed, which is totally valid. I don't think that the mod should ever take into account if someone happens to have a bill worth of the item. It doesn't really matter. It really should just really come down to if the item actually needs to be buffed or what's better for the actual integrity of the game. It doesn't really matter if this guy happened to have 10,000 ahrims staff. Anyway, he proceeds to make posts about it, and after that the mods actually decided to buff the ahrims staff to make it a one-handed weapon, dramatically increasing the price to, I guess, 170k is maybe what he sold them at. So this guy could have made easily 800 mil off of that flip, which is just completely ridiculous. So in the month of November, the prices continued to increase until the actual update came, peaking at about 215k, and now it is down to about 100k again. And last up, I'm just going to quickly have a look at the bandos godsword. Yes, I know this wasn't technically in November. Well, wasn't in November at all. No technicalities around it, but we're going to have a look at it quickly. The bandos godsword actually got its special attack reduced to 50%, so now you can actually use it twice. This actually had a direct, massive increase on the bandos godsword, peaking at 7 mil. That's almost 4 times the amount. That's almost an increase of 400%. Anyway guys, that's about it. I just wanted to have a look at some of the market changes this month. If you do enjoy videos like this, don't forget to toss a video a like. Always appreciate it. If you have any topics you want me to go over for next time when I do something like this, definitely leave a comment down below. Alright, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.